Be the change. Be the change. My name is Bibi. I am, let me see, self-help junkie, or completely committed to the spiritual walk here in life, or completely mesmerized by healing, completely transformed. My life has completely transformed because I had found the courage to go within. After running from myself for 35 years, 35 years, I had been running. I was doing everything I could, not to having to feel, not to having to acknowledge how I felt, not to having to experience the pain that I was carrying inside. So I did everything I could to distract myself from the pain inside, and everything turned into a freaking disaster. And so it was a spiral, it was going down, and it was a good thing that it was going down, because if it had stayed up there, if I was functioning, or if then I wouldn't have had to change. So I understand that it's difficult choice to want to go within. It's a difficult choice to want to acknowledge that you need to change, and it's a difficult thing to realize when you are running from things that you rather would not feel, and when to stop running. This is my encouragement to you, to allow yourself to feel whatever it is that you feel, and allow yourself to stop running. Allow yourself to stop running and feel all of it. Even though it might be painful, I can assure you that living life without stopping and feeling it is going to be 10 times more painful. So, this is my encouragement to you from my experience, to allow yourself to go within and feel all of the pain that life is packing upon us, you could say. Throughout life, we're all going to accumulate a lot of pain. And so, how we deal with it is going to be the key. I want to start today by declaring and clearing some of the energy. Also, throughout life, you do get energies attached to you. You do have experiences that are energetic interactions with people. You have energetic bonds with people. You have situations that have happened that you can't get off of your mind because the energetic bond is still there. So this is about clearing some of those energetic bonds that are surrounding us in our life, and to help clear the path a little bit easier moving forward. All past life traumas and pain. I believe that our soul, someone asked me the other day, so what happens when you die though? I say, well, if you don't do your work here on planet Earth, you're probably going to be shipped back in here so you can learn the lessons. So I believe that our past lives, we do have past lives. Our souls have been here before, and we are trying to learn. We are trying to grow, but we don't really stop and pause and go within. So all past life traumas and pain inflicted upon myself, or that I have inflicted upon others, are now destroyed in spirit and in flesh. Nobody's perfect. Like, I've inflicted so much pain on people, unwillingly, sometimes willingly, sometimes unknowingly, and sometimes knowingly. So we all do these things in anger, in fear, in jealousy, in rage, in depression, in despair, all that stuff. We do a lot of things in those conditions. The trick is to, well, we're all human. We've all done it. How can you deal with it? How can you not blame yourself, not be guilty for it? Sometimes it's good to go back and apologize and just ask for forgiveness. You can be done with it. And this is your encouragement to allow all of the energies that has been stuck to you and to your life from your past life and your pain inflicted upon myself, or that I've inflicted upon others. None of us are perfect. There's not one single perfect person on this planet Earth. And so we all have stuff to work on. We all have stuff to do. Some of us choose to do it, and some of us choose to ignore it. If you are here, you are one of the people who are choosing to do something about it, to acknowledge it and be okay with it. It's okay. Like, it's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing, like, it is what it is. And How can you find the peace within yourself? How can you find the acceptance within yourself that would allow you to not feel the urge to do that anymore? Work smart, not hard. You don't need to follow other people's rules. Work smart, not hard. Cyberbully. Don't engage with cyberbullies whatsoever. This is probably I'm not much on social media. I am not I'm not really online much at all. And so cyberbullies, for the people who are engaging in online uh, activities, profiling, promotions, just sharing their lives, sharing all that. Cyberbullies is especially for the young kids, like for the kids growing up, trying to become adults, having to go through school with social media. Is I My heart goes out to them. This is not easy. This is not easy. Like, they are having an enormous challenge with like teenagers and even younger. Like, they get phones. I don't know how old kids are when they get phones, but it's early. And going through their teenage years and trying to grow up with being always constantly being giving likes or dislikes or attention or no attention, um, creating the online persona, creating these things. And then the people sitting in the background, they don't have to show their face, they don't have to do anything, but they can go in there and bully and bully. So this is a big issue. Like, this is going to have enormous consequences on these people's mental, emotional, and spiritual self. So yeah, I don't even know what to do about that. That is I think it's a big problem, like big problem. Cyberbullying. What you can do about it, what I can do about it, I try to be supportive with the people that I follow online. I try to be supportive and uplifting and authentic and honest and truthful. And so that's what you can do too. If you want to do something about this, you can bring the best out of yourself and you can hand that to other people. You can send that out there in the ether. Maybe other people will follow, probably not, but maybe they will. Work smart, not hard. Self-worth. Work smart, not hard. Self-worth. You don't need to follow other people's rules. Rules and regulations, feel free and be just like me. Came out before in my life. So this is a message that I've received before, that you don't have to follow other people's rules. Like, but people would say, this is what they would say: feel free. Oh, you can do whatever you want to do. Like, you can feel free and you feel free and be just like me. Because if you differ from me, I'm going to be uncomfortable and then I want you to change. And so that's the mentality often. So self-worth. How can you find your own self-worth? Very important. Located in your solar plexus. And how can you find your self-worth, your belief in yourself, your um, your respect, recognize yourself, your strength, find your inner freedom. Like, how can you find this self-worth? How can you embody that and take that into your life? When you have self-worth, you don't allow the people to come in and sway you. You don't allow the people to speak into your ear and be like, I don't think you can do that. She did it so well. I mean, she did a great job. Like, she was just amazing when she did that. And then they whisper things like that, and you'd be like, insecure, you're going to be like, wow, that means that probably that I'm not worthy. But if you have self-worth, the situation is going to be great. I am so happy that she did well. I am happy about that. That is great. And then you can share in other people's success because you know your own worth, and you know that your worth is not connected to whether you can do that task or whether you can do this well or whether you're able to do that. It's your self-worth should not be attached to the things that you can do or the things that other people expect from you or stuff like that. Your self-worth should be just because you are worthy. You just are worthy. You're a human here on planet Earth. You're trying your best. You are worthy. You just have to believe it and embody it and figure out a way to do that. Cyberbully. creation. I find also with when bullies come into life, when bullies come into your life, they want you to engage. They want some kind of reaction from you. They want some kind of response because they feel powerful. If they can make jokes out of you or make you do things like ha ha ha, do this, and then they laugh of you, and then they have like, oh ha ha, that was so funny, and then they belittle you and they build themselves up. So the creation is, though, I had a realization yesterday and I'm like, yeah, well, why do I even resist it? Like when people come in, cyber bullies can be online, they can also be bullies everywhere. So if you're in a workplace, there can be bullies too. And how do you protect yourself from these things? The creation is all of it. Creation is everything. So everything that is what it is. And what I discovered, like what I came to a realization with yesterday, is that if I resist it, it's going to persist. So everything that you resist is going to persist. So if I just accept it, yeah, they are coming at me with different stuff at my work, trying to sway me in a certain direction. It's not my job to respond to it. I don't even know where to place the answer. I don't even know how to answer to this question or this pressure. I don't even know where to lay the answer or how to answer to it. So what are you going to do then? Are you going to beat yourself up? Are you going to go into resistance? Or I don't want that, I don't want that, I don't want that? Now you're building negative energy within yourself. So the creation is consisting of everything. The more you are on your path, soul out there, now I'm speaking to the soul, not the ego, I'm speaking to the soul. The more you are on your soul's path, your soul's journey, the more you are doing the inner work, the more you are in touch with yourself, the more you are doing this beautiful God's work on this planet Earth, which is going within and releasing all of the devil's tools, which would be jealousy, which would be anger, which would be resentments, which would be depression, which would be, these are all the devil's tools. God's tools: love, acceptance, compassion, joy, freedom, freedom. And creation consists of everything. If you are a soul that is working your way through all your traumas, working your way through all the stuff that has been laid upon you throughout your life, you are going to attract also the people who wants to stop you. Because like if it is a spiritual warfare, then you are walking in the good, and the bad is going to come in and try and sway you because it is the warfare. So the creation consists of everything. Don't engage with these cyber bullies. You don't have to explain yourself. It's not mandatory you have to explain yourself on planet Earth. You don't have to prove your point. It's not mandatory to having to prove your point. These other bullies, they're just opinions anyway. They have their own opinions. They have their own opinions. You have your own opinions. Everybody has their own opinions. And that's okay. It is what it is. Creation consists of everything. But don't engage with it, and build your self-worth up so your self-worth is stronger than the attacks that come toward you. So you can protect yourself from the inside out by knowing, not thinking that you are, knowing that you are worthy, knowing it. And then you can protect yourself, which is a beautiful place to be in. Because there will be people coming towards and against, especially the people who work and walk the soul's path. You are going to get tripped over sometimes. And judgment. Judgment, judgment, judgment. You walk the path. When you walk the path, you also have the power. So this is something that I recently learned. Like, you have the power to call judgment on everything that is coming against you. If you walk in faith and you walk your walk and you talk your talk and you're trying your best, and people come at you, they're trying to kick you off your direction. They're trying to make you feel smaller. They're trying to mess with your self-worth. They're trying to mess with the creation. They're trying to inflict pain on you in one way or the other. You don't have to lift a finger. You can just pray that judgment be called on these people so they can be cleared out of your path. And that's all you have to do. That's all you have to do. And if you're walking in faith, you are going to be taken care of. So you don't even have to worry anymore about it. That's how easy it is. And judgment, that's how judgment works. So trust it. Trust it. Queen of Cups, self-worth. Build up that inner sanctuary of goodness feelings. So your emotions, energy in motion. Energy in motion. How does it feel when you feel truly grateful? How does it feel? What is going on inside of you when you feel, I'm not saying talking about it being, oh, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. I really love that. That was great. No, embodying the gratefulness, like embodying the feeling of it. How do you feel when you do that? How do you feel when you feel real compassion to other people, when you see something and it's reminding you of something that you have experienced in your life, and so you're feeling really compassionate about them because you can kind of understand how they must feel in the situation. And your compassion, what does it feel like? Or when someone gives you something, they give you something, you always wanted it and you were so excited and you were so like hoping that you was going to get that, and then they give it to you, and the joy that comes within your body, how does it feel? Do you remember it? Maybe it didn't happen after you were a child. Sometimes we close off those emotions because they also come in with the bad emotions, and that's when we're like, I'm not dealing with this, this is painful, I'm going to put it in the back. And then you put things in the back, all the emotions, all the stuff that you don't want to deal with, but you're also closing off the stuff that you want to deal with. So this is an encouragement to open it back up, allow your feelings to flow freely, and cultivate those feelings of compassion, of joy, of gratitude. Remember a time when you really felt those things and allow your body to feel those things again. Self-worth, so worthy. Two of Pentacles. You are able to juggle your time, your energy, your resources, everything. You are able to take what you have and make the most of it. Usually when you are on a soul's journey, it is because you have been also on the rock bottom. I don't think most people don't want to be here. They don't want to change until they have to. Most people, if they're comfortable, they're like, I'm comfortable and I don't want to go through all the pain. So instead of feeling the pain, I'm going to sit here and be comfortable. And but you're here. If you're here, then you have been very uncomfortable in your life because you're wanting to change and you're willing to feel pain in order to heal. And it's the only way to go through it is to go through it. So that's how you release it. So you are able to balance everything. Now here you are. You can balance your time. You can balance your money. You can balance your how much energy you give out to people. You have to also be able to reel your energy back in. At the end of the day, call back your energy. Bring it back. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Bring your attention to your breathing and bring all of your focus back into your body, back into your present moment, back into yourself. Every day, at some point throughout the day. Creation. Don't engage with cyberbullies whatsoever. Three of Pentacles. Creation. Three of Pentacles is building together, finding people that you can cooperate with. Sometimes the cyberbullies or the bullies at work, they come in and they get most of your attention because it's heavy loaded and it's around you and it's something that is triggering your wounds. It's triggering your unhealed, unprocessed emotions, experiences, stuff like that. So finding the right people, the ones who build you up, the ones who trigger your joy, the ones who trigger your compassion, the ones who trigger your fun, the ones who trigger your adventure, the ones who trigger the good stuff in your life. Don't engage with the cyberbullies whatsoever. Cut them off. Just cut them off. Self-worth, take care of it. Just pray about how can I lovingly and emotionally, securely set boundaries towards and up against these people, so that you can find the people that you want to cooperate with, the ones who can help you explore and enjoy and build. And the Page of Swords, you don't have to be an expert. Nobody's an expert. You don't have to have all the knowledge. Everyone is a beginner when you start something new. Everyone is a beginner when you start something new. So start something new and just begin it. You don't have to know what you're doing. You will figure it out. Trust that you have the ability to figure it out. Life is a journey. Life is a beautiful journey. Once you release all the traumas and the the wounds and the suffering that you have been through. Life is a beautiful journey. Esther and Abraham Hicks says, we encourage you very strongly not to beat up on yourself when you recognize that you are feeling negative emotion. Every time, so when these cyberbullies come in and they make you feel negative emotion, notice it. That's the first thing. Be aware of it. Just notice that you are now feeling negative emotion. But as soon as you can, when you're feeling these negative emotions, stop and say to yourself, I'm feeling some negative emotion, which means that I'm in the process of attracting what I don't want. What is it that I do want? And the beautiful light in me, it honors, it loves, and it respects the same beautiful light in you. And until next time, namaste.